All right, what's up, everybody? Just coming back with a new video. There's a couple things I wanted to start with because I'd heard recently talk about these particular books, or one book in particular. But I did want to start off with this. This goes back a ways. This goes back to, let's say, the late '90s, and it's pretty good shape. These were the collector classics, they were called. Anyway, this here was reprints that they were doing for various books at the time, and this one I believe is the X-Men where Wolverine got his adamantium pulled out. And then they released several books, in this case issue 1 of X-Men, the chromium version, and issue 41 and 141 and 142 of Uncanny X-Men. This one here has a great John Byrne cover. And they also released this killer George Perez Avengers 1 wraparound, as you can see. All chromiumed out. Then, of course, this here, which is the Spider-Man McFarlane. That's such a cool chromium with the webbing all gleaming. And then I think I just put a copy of that on the back. And of course, the one that I think everyone would relate to at this point, the Chromium Amazing 300. Let me tell you, that's a cool book. Now, I don't think that's the full run. I think they did one other book. Maybe the original 90s X-Men #1. But anyway, I just wanted to go through that real quick. Another real quick pickup was this fantabulous issue of Detective. The Sign of the Joker, Detective Comics. Anyway, let's see here. Something I managed to pick up also, both copies of this 2-issue called Ruins. I believe that was Warren Ellis that was doing this, but these are really cool acetate covers of that Elseworld story. Is that what they called it? This were the pickups from this week. Beautiful canvas. Really like that cover. Speaking of liking the covers, the Jenny Frieson Wonder Womans are just, way cool. A series that I really, really like, Rebels, because of the historical aspect of it. And, of course, I'm trying to grab the black and white Spawns. Throwaways, still going along with that series, Throwaways, #9. It's a Black Mask one. This one kind of is under the radar. I have a feeling for some. But The Forevers, issue 4. I'm not sure if that series is done, but I've been picking them up when I see them. Wow, speaking of a series that when you think it was done, it comes back. Black Magic. just unbelievable. If you look interiors, the art in here is so cool. Black and white style, but those pops of color and everything that's brought into it. Yeah, real happy to see Black Magic being put out again. Very cool series. This cover here, woo! This cover here, Zatanna and Batman on the cover. This cover was cool, and I just had to go for that one. Another series I've been liking, by Black Mask. This is issue 4. This might be the last one as well. But The Dregs. Really cool story. About the homeless people and disappearing in the city. And anyway. The new Saga. Of course, that series is phenomenal. Going strong still. Of course, Redneck. Everybody's all Donny Cates out to the gills right now. Only because this was that hard case Titan imprint did I go for this. And that just be the just happened to be the cover that I was able to find. But interior wise, I mean, it looked really solid, just like a lot of those other really well done and conscientiously done artwork and the story. I don't expect much from it other than, you know, the story itself. You know, the movie was really good. I can only imagine the retelling in a comic would be that much better. Amazing One, True Believers. When are you going to hold a #1 Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man in your hand? So, I guess there you go. Still going with the Batgirl series right now. Always like the covers, if nothing else. Alrighty. Surprised that I keep going on with Flash as well, but I've kind of been liking that too. I mean, I was not a DC guy maybe 6 months ago, but I find that that's mostly what I've been doing lately. And if you know me again, how unlikely it is that I'm reading and or buying Superman. Crazy. But anyway, that's cool. And this here was one that I've forgotten last week on the haul that I did last week. But man, oh man, really happy to have this Deodato sketch #1. One per store, yada, yada, yada. But really like that cover. Alrighty, weekly haul. Now we're going to turn to back issues, or issues that I picked up recently. Issue #2, I think, Freeway Fighter. But that was a killer cover and I couldn't walk past it, so had to get it. Similar, I admit that I'm not much of a up on Valiant, but that cover was really cool. That guy was looking at me, so I had to give it a shot. This is Ninjak Rapture #2. So we're gonna take a look at that one. I'm not sure why I got this book. Infamous Iron Man #8. Maybe it was probably somebody on YouTube that said something about it, but I picked that up. Yes, very cool. Was able to find copy #1 of A-Force with the Adam Hughes Straight Outta Compton swipe. Like that one. And I've also been on a mini tear lately, so I got 2 copies of the Ant-Man, Mark Brooks, Biggie Smalls Ready to Die cover swipe. So I picked that up as well. There's more of that coming up too. Mark Brooks. The Widow #1. I think that was a Missy Elliott swipe. I don't see this one that often, so I think I took this one down too for that reason. Just didn't see it that often. Speaking one I didn't see very much, what? This is an issue 1 variant of the A-Force as well, which, what a killer cover. Alright, and now, here we go with Mark Brooks, Last Days of Ant-Man. I think the cover that kind of got me looking at it all was this one. And I don't know, I've just been on this kick, you know. I realized how many Brooks covers I had only leads you to think of how many Brooks covers you don't have. And so I picked up a small run of the Astonishing Ant-Man covers and any of the others that I seem to have found recently. Giant Man taking out the bridge. Of course, I really like this cover. Was that Grizzly? Astonishing Ant-Man 7. Speaking of filling in the gaps, these Jeff DeCall covers of Hulk. I realized that I was actually missing a few. And so I went back and tried to get the original covers of that as well. I have the issue 4 Venomized Hulk, but I went ahead and picked up the regular as well. A few back issues of Mighty Thor. These were just literally to fill in gaps. And the reason when I started looking, I started to realize why. You know, just really cool covers, white covers, stuff that I guess I just didn't have in the original run of Thor's. Maybe I couldn't find them in the condition I wanted, but these are really nice. But you know, just some individual Thor issues that kind of poked in. Thor 8, Thor #8, black cover, really in good shape. Had to do that. Speaking of, even though I probably have 2 copies of this already, but man, anytime I see a cover like that, Steve Dillon, Punisher #2, it's just so cool. Gotta get it. A missing copy of Casanova of the most recent series. I'm only missing issue 1 of the first original series, but what a wonderful, it's crazy story, Casanova. Highly recommend looking into that series. Someone was holding this for me to a shop I didn't get to very often, so I didn't want to disappoint, so I said, what the heck. So I picked it up. Issue 1, whatever the cover of Medicine, about the doctors who are supposedly helping heal crime families, or being like a crime family doctor. This here is the Walmart exclusive Superman 1. As you can tell, there's no price on it. They come in the packs, but I managed to see one, so what the heck, I gave it a shot. I hate to say this because I still haven't gotten them, so I kind of hesitate to say, but man, these Aquaman B covers are just really cool, so I tell everyone to save me a couple. Really cool cover as well. I just happened to see it and thought, man, I'm going to pick that up. Poison Ivy on the cover of Batgirl. Here we are with the last 2 issues of the Frank Cho run of Harley Quinn that I was missing. Issue 12 And to me, the harder issue 14 to find. So really glad to have that. Convergence Wonder Woman cover. Very cool. I passed on this book a bunch because it's tough to find it when it's not all kinked up. But I managed to find a sweet copy, so I picked it up. This one's tough to find, but really cool Psylocke cover. Sword of the Braddocks. Yeah, that one actually wasn't cheap, if I can recall. I think it was like 25 bucks. Youch. Trying to figure out these Squadron Supremes. Some of these are really cool covers. Picked up what is that? What issue number are we talking about there? 3 and 4? Yeah, just really cool painted covers. Thought, let's go with that. And also the Kirk variant of All New Wolverine. So, kind of a little bit of everything today. But I'm going to say that those two guys right there are the ones I wanted to show off. Original Cerebus, #1, and that amazing 300. All right, everybody. Have a good day and happy hunting.